more things change, the more they stay the same. Boundaries shift, new players step in, but power always finds a place to rest its head.
What up, guys? It's your boy Hellraider here, bringing you another gameplay in the IW Infinite Warfare series. I'm bringing you this game today, talking about one of the, I won't say the best weapons in Infinite Warfare, because there's two dominant weapons right now, but this is definitely a really fun weapon, and the way I set up my class, I think is the best way to use it. If you want to switch things up and try a new weapon and try a different style, I definitely suggest picking up this light machine gun, the Mauler, and specifically for this class setup, I use the Mauler Rechamber, which is the rare variant. And this gun setup was actually surprisingly fun. It's kind of based around the Call of Duty Ghost Saw, where that light machine gun was really hip-fire only, and this one has really accurate hip-fire, which makes it pretty close to that one in my opinion. Now, if you don't know, this light machine gun is not a laser weapon, it's a bullet-based weapon, and it's very fun. It's pretty accurate at hip fire. It's pretty accurate at hip fire for distance and up close. It really kind of destroys people, funny enough. The rare variant has a perk on it where it gives you tighter hip fire spread, and you can also stack that with laser sight, which probably gives it the best hip fire in the game, honest to God. And the other perk on the gun trait, I shouldn't say perk, gun trait is when you fire bullets off from the weapon and they miss, they have a chance to come back into the magazine or into your reserve. I don't remember specifically which one. Anyways, it helps out for when you're spraying from the hip and you're spraying a lot to try to nail down somebody. You can kind of get some of those bullets back without having scavenger or anything on. Now, my preferred creative class for this is probably two different rig setups. One of the rigs is the Merc rig with the Man-at-Arms trait on it, and that gives you a no penalty bonus for using a light machine gun, so you can basically run as fast as if you were using a submachine gun, and you have full ammo. When I mean full ammo, I mean you have like 400 rounds. And if you can live that long to use all 400 rounds, congratulations. You, sir, are probably a better player than most people, and you know what the hell you're doing. But, as for my class setup video, I ran, let's see, Mauler rare variant, I ran a grip, I don't remember if I ran a silencer or long barrel. Now, long barrel helps out at farther range gunfights, but a silencer lets you flank and close in on enemies and just basically come up behind them and murder them one by one from behind. They'd never see you coming. So it definitely just depends on what type of playstyle you want to go against. But since the assault rifles are really dominant and the HVR is really dominant up close, I definitely suggest the silencer on this one. And the reason why I put a grip on is for the few times that they're out of your like hip fire close range, you're going to want to aim down sights and use the grip and fire down sights from a distance, and that really helps out. Now, one of the other rigs that I definitely used for this class setup was the Synaptic, funny enough. I used the rewind ability and the rushdown perk, I think is what it's called. The rushdown perk kind of gives you that Call of Duty burst through the air, and you can use that to project yourself forward, backward, side to side. It gives you just a little bit of extra movement to be able to maneuver around the enemy and be a little bit quicker on your feet and a little bit more reactive, which I thought was really fun. The rig ability I used was Rewind, and surprisingly enough, Rewind is stupidly effective. Rewind really kind of saves you in some areas, because it rewinds your position back like 3 or 4 seconds from whatever you're doing. It also gives you your health back. So if you're really quick on the triggers there, or the buttons, you can definitely use Rewind to a lot of like gun-saving advantages. Like if you jump into a window, kill a guy, see 3 guys coming up, use Rewind, it'll pop you right back out the window, recover your health, and you can approach the situation from a different angle the next time. As for perks, I pretty much run the same set of perks on every class. Debatably, I change up a couple. My first 2 are pretty much locked in place. I run Dexterity, so I can reload faster. And if you're rushing around with this light machine gun, like how I am doing, you definitely want Dexterity so you can reload and like hopefully, reload your magazine fast enough to keep in the gunfight and really keep it going. Ghost, because Ghost is the most abused perk right now in Call of Duty, in my opinion. They didn't fix it from the beta, which I'm really disappointed in, and they should probably think about fixing, which, if you don't know what's wrong with Ghost right now, it works all the time. It should only be working when you're moving, when you're sprinting, when you're planting a bomb, when you're using a kill streak, when you're running, when you're on the move. It should not work when you're hiding in corners. It should not work when you're laying prone. It should not work when you're not absolutely doing something. Enough of that rant for right now. My second perk to give me a little extra speed bonus if I wasn't using Merc, I definitely ran Momentum. So when I was running on the ground, it gives me a higher sprint speed than normal, so I can kind of get around just that much faster. My last perk, I believe, is Gung Ho and Hardwired. Hardwired, I feel like, is one of the essential perks in this game because it can stop counter UAVs from affecting you. It can stop a lot of character trait abilities like the Warfighter's ping. It can stop a lot of the attachment sights on you. It's really nice. It's convenient in my book. I use Hardwired a lot. The other ability I used was Gung Ho to match up with Momentum, to match up with Man at Arms, to match up with Rushdown. If you don't know what Gung Ho does, it lets you fire from the hip while moving, and it just creates an overall better experience while rushing with this light machine gun. If you guys have any questions about creative class setups or any other setups I'll be doing in the future, please leave them down below, or what weapons you want to see next. Maybe that'll be a better story. I've played a lot of Infinite Warfare so far, but I haven't prestiged yet. I'm really looking to see what they're gonna do to change the game and maybe change the meta. I don't know what they're gonna do yet. Hoping they're gonna do something big. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the gameplay. This is a pretty solid gameplay in my opinion, and on one of my favorite maps for that matter. So if anything, I hope you guys enjoy this. This is your boy Hellraider, signing off.
Taking cover by the solar panels.
What is going on with that kid's connection? Oh my god. That one kid's teleporting like he doesn't have internet at his home. Like he's borrowing it from McDonald's. You're not wrong. I can't tell where spawns are gonna be at all. Not bad. 33 and 8. Mauler.
Mission accomplished. Good day's work.
I'll take a